Hi, welcome to the vmOSX podcast. Today we're going to be looking at how to set up your environment so that it is the quickest and lowest latency connection that you can procure. So we're going to be looking at setting up screensaver settings, desktop settings. These are generally done for you at the beginning of your tenure with our service. So before we send the login details, we typically have these settings in place for you. But if you change the settings and you're wondering how to get them back to the stock settings for the quickest screen sharing session, this is how you do it. So let's quickly take a look at our screen share here. So we are screen sharing into a server, and it has the stock background. What we're going to do is we're going to change the stock background. We're going to right click, or if you're using a trackpad, two-finger click to change that desktop background, or you can go into the system preferences here and go into desktop and screensaver. You can see here that we've got a desktop picture selected. So if we're using a desktop picture as our background, it's going to take a lot more resources to stream. It's a lot more data to move through the connection. So we typically recommend a solid color. When we provision your account, we normally select the blue background. It's just the basic background. You can choose whichever solid background you want, but typically the solid background is the best choice. You can go multiple different colors, but blue is sort of the stock color that we use here at vmOSX. While you're in there, you need to go into screensaver, and this is a really important step. If we leave the screensaver active, it will activate even though it is a virtual environment. So what that means is that you're using CPU resources to push this screensaver that's not required because there's no physical monitor attached. So what we need to do is we need to disable that, and it's somewhat complex because OSX is not designed to shut off the screensaver. So what we do is we choose the message icon, or the message screensaver, and then down at the start after we choose never. It's a little bit convoluted, but the reason for that is that OSX just does not run without a screensaver. In previous versions of OSX, you were able to delete screensaver files, but now it's built right into the operating system, and we're unfortunately unable to remove the files. So if the screensaver is not set, it will revert to the flurry, this flurry screensaver. And the flurry screensaver is incredibly CPU intensive. So very important to turn that off so that we're not overusing CPU resources. Other users on the host will be impacted if that screensaver is set. So let's set it to message and to start after never. And the next thing that we're going to do in our standard setup is go over to security and privacy. You're going to select security and privacy in general. And you're going to see the require password after 5 minutes. We're going to deselect that. Okay, after sleep or screensaver begins, require password. We're going to deselect that so that this actually will prevent some users from being able to log into the system, because if it goes to the screensaver or into a sleep mode, you will not be able to get into your session. So make sure that that is deselected. And that is pretty much all of the settings that you need to do in order to get up and running with the fastest, lowest latency screen share connection possible with our hosted Mac services. As always, if you have any questions about our services or this video, please comment below and like and subscribe to continue getting updates on our YouTube channel, which gives tips and hints on how to use our service, but also how to use the Xcode in general and the operating system in general as well. All right, thanks again. Have a good day. Bye for now.